Can I sit here?
Yeah, I guess. Free country. Nice
Mm,
hat.
thanks, man. For a second, I forgot how to sit. Do you
Happens.
do you know what do you know what time it is?
Uh, about 2:20. Oh shit. That's a special time, isn't it?
I had to um to some people,
Maybe in your country.
maybe the other guy.
Maybe the other guy.
Yeah, probably because it's the Hydra podcast with you, me, and the other guy. Episode 24. The hell is that?
What was that?
That one said 677777777 Papa. Papa. That's
Wow.
what it was called. I
True.
expected a yelling of 6'7", but it was like a young Mexican kid. It's
That was
episode
random as
24.
fuck.
I love this
24.
app. It's fucking stupid. It doesn't have any soundboard that's normal.
You never know what you're gonna get.
27, 27, 27, 24,
Six,
24.
7. 24. Hippie, yippee.
We're gonna go on a
Where are we going
private
today?
island today. Follow me. Well, you know the Sitch Cam. How's your mind? Your body? Your soul?
Mm, I'm doing all right. I could say I've been better, but I'm certainly like feeling fine mentally. My body, I've been like just feeling sicky, all kinds of sickness. I've been having like weird. You ever get like cuts, infections in your mouth sometimes, where you just get like a random sore or
Mm-hmm.
something? That's what has been happening to me. Like I don't know if I've got like a weird infection or if I've just scratched myself too much on the inside of my mouth, but like it's hard to eat. Little scratches on my nose and just random things that just bother me. You know, I hate that shit. But I'm muscling through. The body is a wonderful thing. It heals.
We all have a little bit of a Wolverine.
Exactly. Ain't that kind of crazy though? I do think about it. Like a lot of the times I'm such a hypochondriac, but the body is so much stronger than we give it credit for.
Adamantium, bub.
Uh,
It's
but how
because of
about
our
you, my
skin,
man?
bro. I could be doing better mentally, but that's really it. Like physically, I'm good. Work's good. Sleeping well. That's really
Nice.
it. Just kind of in a slump.
Yeah. Is it like have you just been not enjoying yourself too much, missing out on any things, missing someone or something?
It's a hurdle. That's about as
Happens.
much as I'll go into. It's just a hurdle.
Totally. Yeah. I
But
there's a lot to get through in life, a lot that we are not always prepped for when it arrives.
yeah, but some things you can achieve via a physical manner.
That is true.
That's a segue. That's a segue.
That is true. In fact, that's reminded me of something we recently did. Good segue. No, I know I've chatted about it a lot, but finally, guys, if you can believe it, I got Cody to go rock climbing with me.
Wow! No
Ooh.
way.
Yeah, can you believe it, Cody?
Was I there?
Yeah, it might have been a struggle to remember because you were like huffing and puffing, basically passed out.
I wasn't.
No, no, you were impressive. Like, tell the story a bit more. We went to like an indoor rock climbing gym so Cody could have like a lesson and kind of a class and learn kind of the basic helpful skills. And beyond that, he was telling me like, I honestly think like my job has kind of like set me up. I feel like I've worked, moved around a lot of things. I'm good at going up and down. And I'm like, well, let's see it. And no lies, this guy pulled out not just the V0 easy grade, not just the V1 next level, but multiple V2s he tried and I think accomplished
Well,
multiple.
we should explain that a little bit more into detail because if you say you go rock climbing,
True,
yes,
yeah.
and people know what rock climbing is. But now that I have a visual, I can better understand and visualize what in is exactly here. So it is as you stated, the original place was taking place in a airport hangar, and
Yeah.
this place does not take place in an airport hangar, but it's got a similar vibe to it. You
Yeah.
go
Big industrial
inside,
building.
everything's padded. There's a bigger padding in the center part, for there is a giant rock, fake
Hmm.
rock, full of the fucking air wall, rock climbing pegs of many
Yeah.
sizes, many rock, many
All those
colors.
different colored fun shapes.
And surrounding this, as they call it, the boulder, has a bunch of walls. Some having the rope, which I have learned is a two-man job, with one holding
Hmm.
the rope, one going up, and the other one with a motor like rope. So you can just do it by yourself, but that requires money. It requires money to get the harness for the two-man rope, but it also requires money to get for the big man rope.
Yeah. There's so
Um,
many different like required pieces. It's such a expensive hobby.
there was a lot of people there, more than I thought there would be, because it seems like such a niche. And when I went in, I had to do a little bit of a little school. And when I did it with an old man and a young child. So I felt
Yeah.
very at home. I was the middle in between.
Yeah, exactly. It's really a sport for anybody, but it's shocking how well kids can do sometimes. It's always fun to bring people in of all ages.
So I did the process. Learned that if anybody's ever experienced any rock climbing wall, it's usually been like those little dinky ones that you see where there's only like three ropes, three ways. Good luck. And it's like,
Mhm.
okay. But I never knew until I went there that the colors mean something. and you
At least
actually
in some places.
have to go on a certain path with a certain color, otherwise you're cheating, and there's a point to it.
Yeah, it's a funny concept. It got me a lot too, like when I started, because there's like these rules where like you have to start with your hands on these specific holds and they have to end on these specific holds.
Yeah,
You
there's
can't
two-man
touch
holds.
these holds, they're not allowed.
It's just it doesn't, it makes more sense why it's considered a challenge when you actually put your limitations on what they intended for you to do,
Totally, yeah.
especially when you add into, as Karen was alluding to, there is a grading system
Hmm.
to they are all V something. On the boulder, they are V number 0 to what's the highest you've seen?
The highest in that gym I've probably seen, you see a lot of like V7s. Maybe I've seen like a V8 or a V9, but typically you just don't get enough people in a commercial gym that are good enough to do much better than that. It does go crazy, crazy high. V14s exist out in nature that people
Jesus.
have actually climbed, and it's an exponential system at that. So it's like the jump from V1 to V2 is
Oh, it's
multiplicative, and
crazy.
the
It's
jump from
crazy.
2 to 3 is even harder.
Like V0 is start, and you can tell that it's start, but
It's basically
there's
a ladder
still
with rock climbing holds.
some difficulty to it. It's not going to hold your hand. There's some V0s that are a bit easier than others,
True.
especially when you apply that not only on the boulder, the centerpiece, but on the walls. There are angles to where you have to
Yeah.
be leaning further back or leaning over such
Hmm.
rock fake structure. And it's not very easy. Like
No doubt.
there was a, as Cameron also said, I got to V2, and I think there was a V2 that I conquered that had strange little rock things that are more long ways and not really ones for your feet. And I got to do that, but there was another one where you started like 45 degrees with your back to the ground, and I
Yeah,
just couldn't for the life of me even know how to start it. I was baffled. I couldn't do it.
it's
'Cause-
tough. There's such a variety too. Yeah, it really gauges like the whole body, and if you don't have like strength in one part of your body, you sometimes just can't go any further.
but there's also ones that start as what you termed it, where you start on the ground.
Yeah, a sit down start, or in some cases when it's really bad, they call it a lay down start. Your body's just flat on the ground.
So you have to you have to start almost like you failed. You
Yeah.
failed and you start from there.
And
But
pull yourself back up.
you get to the top, you either put your hands on the top, or you find a thing that says this is the ending, and you put both hands on that. And uh as they told me on the boulder's not too high, but it's decent enough to where you could hurt yourself. They're
Oh
like,
yeah.
when you get to the top, you can come down any way you want. Any color's optional now. And well, it sounds like a Seinfeld thing. And suddenly, every color is your option on the way down. All the colors are visible in your vicinity from the way down.
All of a sudden.
But you can also just say fuck it and jump off.
Jump
but
it, yeah.
but you have to land on your back and roll.
Yeah,
Which
they don't want people to break wrists or ankles or some shit.
which is why it's more padded in the middle, and it's something I never wanted to do, because for someone that did a little bit of wrestling school, I was taught when you land, your arms go out and you make the biggest sound you can
Yeah.
of impact. This place taught me impact and roll, and I'm like,
Mhm.
they're conflicting in my mind right now, and I already don't want to fall.
It was funny that you brought that up too, because I remember learning to fall as I started the boulder, and the only experience I had had was in martial arts, Taekwondo. When I was learning, they taught us to fall pretty similarly, where you put your arms out, almost like you're Jesus Christ, and you
Yeah,
smack the pad behind
arms
you,
out,
you smack
tuck.
the ground to like disperse the energy a bit. But this was like pretty much the exact opposite. They're like, don't let your arms touch anywhere. Tuck them in as close as you can to your chest and tuck your neck down.
Whoa.
You pretty much whoa. You just want to let that energy out through your knees and roll on your back.
The legs are the same. You tuck both in the legs, and you obviously tuck your neck. Those are all the
Mhm.
same.
True.
It's just the arm part, because I can
Exactly.
both ways are right.
Yeah, it totally depends on where you're falling from, what you're falling onto, what the technique is. It's situational for sure.
Yeah, and then same goes for the normal normal rock climbing, not on the boulder. Also,
Yeah.
put your hand on the last thing. Put your hands on the top if there is a top. Usually not. Right? There's usually not a top
For which ones?
for the high ones, the wall.
Yeah, sometimes there's like a marked top. Usually there is, I'll say, because otherwise the walls go all the way at the ceiling. So at some point there's usually a mark, or you just
Oh,
go to the
okay.
last hold.
And on this one, their levels not like the boulder where it's simple, where it goes 0, 1, 2. These ones have decimals. These ones
Yeah.
decides to go like, yeah, if you're feeling a 1.2, you can handle a 0.2, but don't even try the 0.5.
Yeah, they gotta have something special. It's pretty different. And what's even weirder is like the lowest you'll see is like 5.6, 5.7. You're just like, where are all these other numbers? Like, why don't we just start there? Like the 5.6, 5.7, those were easy. You're like, what
And they're
is a
still
5.5?
V's. So what does the V stand for?
No, the V is for the boulders only.
Oh,
And
they're oh,
I don't even know what the V stands for, to be honest.
ferocity.
Yeah. They gotta be completely different though. But
Is
I was super impressed, honestly, that you gave as many of those taller ones a shot as you did. They are like a lot of power, and you did really well.
Yeah, I really think so. If we want to put before I say my credentials here, there's also many people that were highly more skilled. I saw monkey boys going
Yeah,
from arc to arc like a goddamn monkey bar from the school
it's impressive.
playground, because in the boulder there's an arc that
Right.
also you're able to, we were told not to, but you can go through it, through the boulder, There's an arc
Mhm.
in there, and there's still little pegs in there that you gotta go around and almost be upside down or just hang. And
Yeah,
there was
they're like
people doing that.
cave style climbs. Yeah, where you're just completely covered. Those are definitely the hardest. The more overhangy or the more like flat you are to the ground, the harder it is
Yeah,
for
so there
sure.
was also those. I was able to conquer the tutorial. the I feel like I did another zero. I can't think
Yeah,
where because I didn't do. Did I do the one by the desk?
I want to say there was a V0 there that you did. I know some of those were more like overhangy in general, so it was kind of tough.
I think I did that one. Then I did a V1 by the tutorial.
Hmm.
Then
A little beginner's alley.
I did a V1 somewhere else. I want to say that was to the right of the V2 that I conquered.
Hmm. Yeah, right in the same area.
And then
And
that was it for the
it
boulder.
it was, yeah, quite a few actually that you had tried out. I think you might have even tried like a V3, but or like done a, like try to move like the starting move. But like it definitely is it gets advanced really fast. Like V3 is pretty much my limit, and Cody was already like moving on to V2 on his first day. It
It's
was
such
great.
a mental game too. It's not a physical
Oh,
game, it's a mental game. Sometimes you'll look at it like me and me and Sids were looking at it, looking at Cameron trying to conquer this next one, and we were just like, um, it was a color that started like at one spot, and then it was like four pegs to the left, and we're like, how?
mhm.
How do you do this? And you see Cameron almost going perpendicular to the fucking ground, and he just like leaps. He doesn't leap, but it looked like it was like a massive leap from left to right or right to
Yep.
left, and it was like, how the fuck did where? And there was other times that you look at the pegs, and there's just there's no foot, there's no finger to grab. It's the tiny. It's like a penny. It's a penny of space, and it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense to you. Where, how?
Yeah. It absolutely is like it's so much more technique and like mental based than it is physical, which surprises a lot of people. Like I would say most V3s, V4s, even V5s maybe you can do without like any weight or muscle training. Like you can do just by learning how to use the technique properly, which is pretty insane. But it definitely helps to be strong. It doesn't hurt. Like you, I definitely think we're helped by just some raw strength that you had. You
There
did
was still
impressively well.
there was still some areas that like what made me think that I could do it decently enough is that I already experienced with heavy lifting, but somewhat like I'm not killing myself, but it's just like a decently amount of heavy lifting a good amount of the
Totally.
time. And it's
Yeah.
usually from the ground or it's from something. So I was like, all right, I got some decent arm strength, decent leg strength. I can do that. But it's other body points as you described that you didn't feel like you would have, and
Yeah.
it
Right.
was a lot of forearm and a lot of the area like on the shoulder, but on the back part,
Totally. Yeah.
that little wing right there. It's very much there too, and you start to feel it. You start feeling, as I described it, it was like cuffs. I felt like I had iron cuffs around
Yes.
my forearms.
Yeah. The blood pumps so much there that it just gets so tight, like it's gonna bust out of your skin. You're like, what is happening?
Hmm.
It's unworldly.
And
But I remember too, you told me like it hit you the soreness late. Like it took a
it
whole
did
day before it hit you.
the day I had it, it wasn't that bad. Like I couldn't. I felt it, but it wasn't that bad. Then the day after I slept, was fine, and then the day after that, then I was like, what the fuck? But it wasn't my forearms. It was the wing back that I was
There
mentioning
you go. Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
I couldn't raise my hand all the way up. Like it was not my hand, my arm. I couldn't raise
Mhm.
it all the way up just because my body was like, you're not grabbing anything. You don't need it. You don't need to do
No,
that.
let's take it easy. Chill out.
But yeah, I conquered that part of the boulder, which I'm glad I wasn't a fucking baby fish. And then I went to the I went to the big wall, which Cameron was
Right.
my holder, which is very first off, Cameron was mega confident on his knots. He's like, "We don't need a teacher," and then he started giving me the mega knots on the harness, which is around the waist. He nodded both himself. He did a great job. I trusted him. I trusted him a lot with that. Plus, it looked like a lot of knots, so it was good. And
Yeah.
then I start climbing. Uh, and you can, if you're not climbing anymore or you're not coming down, it seems a little sketchy because the other person's on the other end. But you could just hang. You could just let go and
Yeah.
hang, and it feels like science should not work like this.
It's really weird. Yeah, especially because like when you start doing that, you would think like, oh, now I got to hold all your body weight. But really, I'm tugging with like 10, maybe 15 pounds of force. Like so much of the rope and the pulley actually just holds your weight
Mhm.
for us.
It goes through a metal little arc that apparently is doing everything.
Yeah. A lot of strong engineering has gone into just keeping people safe, which is fun.
And it was really fun. Those high ones were really fun because it the boulder felt like it's a tricky couple of seconds. Like it's like,
Right.
all right, you got to figure this out, and then once you conquered it, you've pretty much found your way to the top. But
Hmm.
on the wall, the one I did was it was a bunch of the blue ones that had like the little cup on the top, so you can like grab it with your hand a little easier. And
The
they were
jugs, we call them.
you grab them jugs on both hands, and then you're climbing up, and it was pretty easy. And then there was a part to where the rock came out, so you're kind of going like around it, like your 45's out, and then your 45's in. You're going around, and there was just one of the pegs that were too far. It just seemed too far, and the same goes for like your leg. It's a bit of a distance,
Mm.
so you're doing it all at once, and that's when I learned that sometimes you just need to say, "Hey, fuck it," and jump. Like you just
Yeah,
gotta, you just gotta launch and hope you grab it. And
no doubt.
in my case, I just couldn't grasp in my mind. I gotta fucking just say fuck it and just do it. Because I was just like, there has to be an easier way to do this. And by the time I was up there long enough, I started to give out, and my arms
Exactly.
were
Yeah.
giving out because waited for too long, and Ari did all the previous stuff, and I just couldn't do it, and it bothered me. It bothered me a lot.
It's reasonable. Like those are super. As I'm going back to like they're mental challenges too. You really got to understand what you're supposed to do from move to move, and not linger, because the more time on the wall, the more energy you're expending. But
Hmm.
like even still, you kept getting to like the crux move, the hardest move on that piece so easily, like so nonchalantly, and it would just be like you waited a little too long that you just couldn't make it. But like I was super, super duper impressed because that's like two moves from the finish. Like he literally
It
makes the
really
one big
was.
reach and then you just grab the next hold and you're done. Like it's really, really,
Because
really high up there.
going over the arc is definitely easier than going under the arc.
Hmm.
Because once I'm over, you know, what else is there to do? I can literally like almost lean on the wall.
Yeah, it's back to being like a ladder basically.
But like I couldn't do it. I hung a little bit. I was literally looking at it from afar, like what the fuck. And then I go back up there, get to the same spot, can't do it, and I'm genuinely like annoyed that I even went to like, well, you can try this one. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this one, and I got to almost the same distance, and then as soon as I stopped climbing, like where I had to actually think about it, my arms gave up. It
Yeah.
was too late. You've done too much, buddy. And
So sometimes you just have to like power through it because the moment you think about it, you're like, oh, my hands hurt really bad.
And it annoyed me that I couldn't conquer one part of the big wall, but I was so close twice, like 3 times.
Definitely.
But I'm sure I'll go again, and
Oh yeah, we'll have some fun.
this time I'll not try so hard on the boulder. I'll do it as more of a tester, and then want
Right.
to conquer the wall again.
Hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite parts about like rock climbing or bouldering as a sport is that it's so individual. Like it's so motivating to just try to be better than you were the day before or the last time you came because it is in a lot of ways like gamified. You're like, oh, I just
Oh
got to reach the
yeah,
next level. I got to reach the next step or move or whatever it is. You're leveling up like every time you go, which is so fun.
it's totally a different outcome of say a gym, because a gym's a number, right?
Hmm.
Oh, you ran a mile and a half instead of a mile today. It's a great milestone, but it is just like a 0.5 to what you were doing before.
Sure.
Time took longer, and it's like cool, great. Do I feel better? But but when it comes to rock climbing, you literally see the physical obstacle, and you're like,
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna conquer it. And then when you conquer it, you're like, yeah.
Totally.
How do I get
Yeah.
down?
You never think about it until the end. No, but that's the other part I love is like looking at a place that you're like, I shouldn't be able to get up there, you know? But
Yeah.
then realizing that you can, or doing it even though you truly believe you shouldn't have been able to, that's so empowering. It's so cool.
Oh, also another tidbit before I go into something. They give you special shoes, and these special shoes are meant to
Yeah.
cramp your foot, and they don't hurt. But it's interesting to think that these shoes made me feel powerful because they really they're supposed to give you extra grip, and on those little tiny pegs they surprisingly do, that you're
It's
able to
super
just
neat.
kick off of it just like you're supposed to.
Yeah. People, especially those who haven't done specifically rock climbing before, they'll be like, "Oh, climbing shoes." They'll think it's just like hiking shoes or like big boots that you wear, but they're
They're
really
like ballet
overly
shoes.
engineered. They're much more like ballet shoes. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. They concentrate as much of your weight as you can to just the very, very tip of your big toe, and like it's just so over engineered. It's so fascinating to me. But
It's got little
yeah,
straps like kind of bowling shoes do, and it's got a bunch of rubber around the
super,
back
super
and front.
sticky rubber. Yeah.
And it looks very cheap, but it's very well made.
I encourage anyone who hasn't tried before to give rock climbing a try because it's such a fun sport. It just feels right. Sometimes you're like back in the childhood mindset where you're just climbing monkey bars again.
And you won't be there long. Even if you're experienced, I'm sure you won't stay there for more than like 2 hours,
Hmm.
because really it's
Yeah.
just like, and as Cameron told me, they change it all the time. They change it in a rotation, so that
Yeah.
there's new
Always
ones
something
that
new.
be there, but there's old ones in case you didn't.
Yeah. If you wanted to come back and make it a project, try it multiple times. They don't go away right away, but after a while, you get something new and fresh to try if you get old of the same.
And there's some crazy ones of like there's little prisms that you can use as a kickoff or a platform to stay on, that works for multiple different paths, as long
Right.
as the color is on it. It's just a big giant prism coming out of it. There is different shapes. There's oval donut looking shapes. There's
Yeah.
tiny little stomper spaces where it looks like it's only for your foot. There's
Mhm.
poles to where it's almost like a parkour like setting where you're going up different uh elongated poles. There
Yeah.
there's options, baby. There's options.
It is fun. I love to when they like design a hold in the shape of like I've seen babies' faces, I've seen hands, I've seen dinosaurs. Like some of the holds are designed to be exactly what you would expect from an actual rock, and then some of them are like, "Fuck it, let's make it funny."
Let's make it fun. They're just climbing it anyway.
Yeah.
I conquered the
But
baby face today.
I scooped my fingers right in his nose.
Yeah, 2 minutes. How about that? But you can't do that in 2 minutes. But it takes you 2 minutes to put the whole knot on your little harness, like a baby, like the baby face.
This is
It
a
was really fun.
baby. It was super cool. I'm glad you liked it as well. And it is fun to do it indoors, but outdoors is like this whole other sport too. And I hope like maybe someday we'll be able to try some, because that's fun to be in nature as well while you're doing it.
And that the day before will be the last day we do a podcast because they will leave me stranded on the desert after I fall 5 feet, and they just won't know where I went.
Yeah, it'll be tough. No, it's all about safety. We're very much going to keep you safe.
Yeah, of course. I believe you.
Yeah.
I just don't believe me.
I believe you. You did awesome.
You know
I'm
what I
super happy.
believe? I believe in
What's that?
magic.
Do you believe in magic?
We
That's
did
another good
another
transition.
segue.
Yeah, that was perfect. We actually have stuff to talk about this time because we've been hanging
did,
out.
We hung out this time.
Yeah. We had a great time at a little theater local to us that is like, I guess they have bars, drinks. It's like a lounge in the lobby, but then they got this nice little auditorium for
Mm-hmm.
magic performances. It's somewhere you've been a couple times.
It's where
What's
my
your
dad works. My dad works
right?
as a bartender, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it a couple times on the pod, but
I think so, yeah.
it's where I'm potentially going for a second job. Not entirely sure if I'm committed on it yet because of the scheduling. The
Totally.
scheduling seems a little bit more than what I anticipated, and it wouldn't be my first obligation. It would be more of like a secondary job. So I have to really
Right.
consider if I'm going to do it. So I'm going to see on Saturday, I guess, on
Yeah.
how it is. But
Because to
yeah,
clarify, they do like shows of like magic performances. You're talking about like a tech position similar to stuff you've done, where you're like
exactly.
running lights, audio.
And the place is open from like 4 to 8. So you would think, oh, okay, you get there from 4 to 8. Well, you're the one running the show, so you have to
Mm-hmm.
be there maybe a little earlier. You have to be there at 4 when the show starts at 6. There's a lot of variables that could happen depending on who you're working with because the people change up. It's not going to be the same guy every time. It
Oh yeah.
and From what I learned from the tech guy, it's new equipment, it's new type of stuff, and there's some days where he comes in at 12, which is not what I can. At 12,
Dang, yeah.
I can't really work a day at 12. I can't do that.
That's a full 8 hours, 12 to 8. Yeah.
Uh, it's it's not possible. The only way I could do it is if I come in at 7 and work a 4-hour day at my other job and then come in, which is almost unnecessary.
Yeah, that's a
So
killer double shift.
so but the place itself is really cool. It's based itself and has the family's blessing and all that stuff of a guy named Marvin something, and he was known as Mr. Electric, and he was able to make light bulbs light up in the palm of his hand back in the black and white days, and
Classic.
it was really cool. He was really cool, and he wanted to honor the guy that's running it. He wanted to honor magic, but also honor it into a man that he feels that never got as much notoriety as other
Sure.
people. So he gave it to this person, and him, the person himself, and his family are like, this is an amazing place. So that's really cool.
It was super nice. And the people there were also super fucking nice. Literally
There's
every employee we
family
talked
run.
to. Yeah. An
It's
amazing business.
at least you walk in, you get in the magic shop little area, and it's really cool. You can buy it as a magic shop, but if you're like, I have reservations for a show, you go bibbidi bobbidi boo, and they open a door, and it's like, whoa! And now you're in this white and blue, very nicely themed bar area where they do the pre-show of maybe a magic trick or two with some guy, and then they have a piano, and the daughter of the owner sings a little bit, And it's like, oh,
Hmm.
okay, that's really cool. And then at 6, they're like, all right, the show's ready. You can come in. Everybody goes around the bar to the auditorium. And it's a really nice auditorium, very small, but it doesn't have to be big. And it's got a nice setup in there of speakers, of drapes, of lights, all of that stuff.
Really nice, yeah.
And the owner comes in. He does, well, first off, you sit there and they play some memes. Like, legitly, they play some worded memes
I
of,
was a little late for the show too, so I didn't see all this. This is funny.
yeah, they literally play some memes while they're playing music. And it's things like, we have 24-hour service. Won't be open till Tuesday. Like shit like that. Things that you'll see on Facebook. That
Yeah.
type of deal. And then after that they play a little music video of like old singing in the rain, dancing, black and white stuff, and it's
Mhm.
by Uptown Funk. and and then they're like, "This is Mr. Electric. This is who he's based off of." And it's like, okay. And then the owner comes out, and he does magic too. So he does a little shtick. He's very funny. Does a little comedy, and then he's like, "Here's the main person," and this person was, can't remember his first name, but it was something Blackman. He wasn't black.
He's not a black man.
And he was very very funny. He had a good couple of magic tricks. Some I've only gone for 2 shows, but some people merge, like the tricks kind of merge together. Sometimes
Sure.
they I don't want to say repeat, that sounds like a bad way to term it, but some people just do the same trick in a
Right.
different way, and it's fine. But he was very very comedic. He, as I termed it
Such a good
then,
guy.
very Norm Macdonald delivery.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. Like just the iconic deadpan, straight faced, almost one linery delivery. Such a funny comic. And a magician. Great magician.
Yeah, and it's his eyes are very just much staring through you, very monotone, very just like very witty, just saying things
Yeah.
on the fly.
Quick with it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
making fun of the audience.
Yeah, there's a lot of crowd work. I remember you were talking with the guy, I forget his name, the tech guy who like commended him on his crowd work in particular. Like he was super hot that night.
Yeah, it. He was constantly messing with people. Like it, what was his shtick where he was just like, "What's your name? Shirley, Jasmine. Okay." And
Yeah.
and then he goes to the
He was
next
like,
one.
we're gonna go with Marsha. Fuck it.
What's your name? Shelly. All right, Marsha. Okay. No matter what the next one's is, it's gonna be Daryl. Like
Yeah. He was
it
pretty cool.
was very good, very good guy. And Cam was there. He got to come in for free. I came in for free
Hopefully.
too, but it was more
Yeah.
for a job reason.
Right. But it was honestly awesome. I love magic. I've always like been intrigued by magicians, and I don't know if we've talked about this too much, but like I used to do magic a little bit,
You
like
did.
amateurishly, but for like my fellow students, for my friends, I would just be like,
My
"Hey, I
fellow
learned this trick.
students.
My fellow students, look at this magic." Yeah, I did dumb tricks. I remember like even like I wasn't that impressive. I remember doing a trick for my chemistry class once where like we basically got to the very end of the trick and it was like the grand reveal and I looked at the card and I was like, I messed it up. Sorry guys. And so the trick just ended. I was like, sorry. Like, yeah, that's not the right card. I messed it up.
Yeah, we'll get him next time.
Like sometimes it just happens. But it was always a lot of fun. I still love magic to this day.
There was one where I think what the fuck was it? He asked somebody to throw him the pack of cards, and he was just like, "All right, throw me the pack of cards." And he threw it straight at his face, deadpan, didn't he? It's like, "When you're ready."
At the count of 3, throw me the bat. It's already on the ground now. That's classic.
It was just really, he was really good. There was another one where he was about to stab somebody with a. Okay, hold on. He was about to stab somebody with a sword to do a magic trick, because made the lady put the sword on her chest, and he was like, "I'm gonna stab it, and we're gonna get the card ready." Ah! Why would you let me do that?
Yeah, you guys were just gonna let that happen.
I was just gonna cut right straight through this lady.
He's like, I don't even trust myself. What are you guys doing?
He also burns a guy's $100 bill.
Yeah, some intense
I don't
moments.
think he ever got it back. I think he got a 50.
That was funny too. He's like, I'm real sorry about your $50 bill. I mean,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
gonna have to do
he
something
kept-
about your $20 bill.
Yeah, he kept going down. He's like, I still think about your $50 bill. And 10 minutes go by. James, I'm so sorry about your $20.
Really torn up.
But he also marked it. Can you use a dollar bill if you marked it?
You can, like, people do. I've done retail jobs plenty of times where like people will give you some money that's stamped or has a phone number on it or has random stuff. Like, it's still spendable, but as he mentioned in the show too, like, it's supposedly like a federal crime to deface money or damage it in any way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, people do that all the time. People tear dollars on accident, but that's technically a crime, which is weird.
Right. Oh god, these fishings are getting intense. I bought a new bait, and this
me
gonna be
too.
more intense fish.
Yeah, I've had some crazy ones this sesh. Must be this island.
Yeah, we actually gonna hang out these 2 weeks.
That was nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some more stuff more often.
Yeah,
It makes me think about, like, I guess we've talked about it, like doing stuff that might be semi like IRL content, but I don't know. I don't know if we're quite there.
catch in next week where we jump off the 100,000-foot Las Vegas tower.
Bungee jumping IRL stream.
Fuck that, dude. What thrill do you get out of that?
Such a thrill.
What a thrill. That started already now.
Yeah, most recent versus or playthrough. Check it out.
What was I saying? Yeah, for jumping out of an airplane and parachuting, I can understand, because you're very free out there. You're alone. You're going through the sky at who knows how many miles an hour, and potential death. But you're very confident with your little backpack that you will just glide back to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
But in bungee jumping, you're jumping to eventually recoil back up or catch yourself at the bottom. So
it's quite a whiplash, yeah.
So why do you want it's almost like the baby wheels of skydiving. Yeah. If anything, it has more chances of failure because it has so many more mechanics. And
is it cheaper to do? Like, do people do that more often?
I would assume so. It doesn't require a plane.
Yeah. Very fair. No pilots. Oh, I've never done either of those, but I would skydive. I think that's certainly something I'd love to do.
You freak.
I'm a bit of a freak. I love roller coasters. I love, not necessarily for the adrenaline. Like, I don't think that's what does it for me.
Still conquer.
It's the just unique feeling. Like, it's just, maybe it is adrenaline that is the unique feeling, but I don't know. Like, you ever ride those rides, or like maybe you go on a bumpy road real fast where like you start falling and you just kind of feel your stomach kind of drop, you know, that feeling? Like, just the,
I hate that.
I fucking love that.
You love the butterflies?
That's my favorite thing. Like, my favorite rides at the amusement park are the ones that are just the Tower of Terror, you know, or the Guardians of the Galaxy now, or at Knott's Berry Farm, it's the Supreme Scream, where they just drop you from like hundreds of feet straight down. I love that. I don't know why, but I definitely would love to try skydiving because I just feel like it would be that same sort of fun.
Maybe you just like going up and down. You ever?
Maybe it is. You know,
Maybe you just consider it like, this is high. All right, back down, and then you
yeah,
just do that a lot.
I think that might be the closest. Yeah, I like just being up high and then being safe at the end.
Yeah, you go up and down on rock climbing. You go up and down on a roller coaster. You go up and down on a skydive. It's all the same
It all
motion.
makes sense.
Different levels of danger.
Should
Meanwhile,
have known.
I like going fast. I think fast is
Oh,
fun.
totally.
Going
Yeah,
fast is
that's
fun for
the
me.
alternative. I feel like that's never really gotten me the same way. It's definitely cool. I love driving my car nice and speedy, like when I'm alone on the highway late at night. Like not speeding crazy, but I like following the road, just
Mhm.
whipping the curves. It's a fun feeling for sure, but it doesn't quite get me the same way.
It's specific cases for me because in my car, I'm such a defensive driver. Don't like driving
Totally.
fast in my car, but in a golf cart, holy fuck, will I fucking ram that shit through? Like there's a we have a golf cart. We name him Tank at our work because we have a property and we have a property across the street. So we use that to traverse and bring equipment through. And
Mhm.
one of our paths is going through the parking lot and through one of the walkway paths that goes through like grass. You know what I'm talking about?
Totally, yeah.
So we have to go through that. And it's really fun coming back because everything's downhill and you like take the turn really well through that little path and you're
Yeah.
like, I got it. And then you got to go
I
through the
feel you.
parking lot where you got the little divot and you got to go along with it. So you're not going like boom, boom, boom across the divot. And it's really fun to go through that. And
That's cool.
it's cool. And then you got all the
Yeah.
speed bumps that you got to go through the middle so you don't hit a bump. And
Yeah.
it's cool.
Precision.
It's cool as fuck. And I love
That's
doing
a
that. I also really liked going fast in when I went to, we called it the ranch, and for my family in the 4th of July, we would go up to the mountains. It was just this place there, and we would all hang out for the 4th of July up there. And one of the
Mhm.
activities was, all right, everybody, get in the golf cart, and we'll just go, we'll just drive around, and we'll drive around pretty fast on these dirt roads. And it was a more modified golf cart, but it was
Okay.
fun there too. And I got to drive that. And then
That's chill.
I've been in doom buggies. Doom buggies are fun. I like
Yeah.
that. I've been on ATVs. ATVs are fun to drive
Oh
around.
yeah. I agree.
Snowboarding, having gone fast on that. Hopefully, we could do that soon.
Let's definitely do that this winter. Like I'm really trying to
Uh,
plan that.
Doing that is fun. Mountain biking, not fun. I don't like that one. A little
Interesting.
too uncontrollable. I don't trust the bike. Just like
That's fair.
I don't trust a skateboard. I trust a snowboard because I have to. I'm snapped to it. But I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
But for a skateboard, I can hover off of it at any moment.
Totally. Would you ever ride a motorcycle? I feel like that's the most common. Just
No,
go fast.
no, because I feel like if you wobble, it'll wobble uncontrollably, and then you're leaping.
Yeah, you're skidding, you're skipping like a stone. It's a scary, dangerous mode of transportation.
It is
But
scary. It's scary to
everyone that I
turn.
oh no doubt, yeah, where you have to kind of like angle your wheels, get all closer to the
Yeah.
ground. Ugh. Yeah, I know. But fucking everyone I hear talk about like being a motorcycle fan, like they just paint it with such like mystery and intrigue. They're like, yeah, this just the first time I rode a bike, man, like a motorcycle, like, oh, the speed, the freedom, the grace, you know, they talk about it like
Let me
effervescently.
let me tell you about the open road by myself, no surroundings, death approaching at
Right.
any moment, wind coming at me at 40 miles an hour, bugs hitting my helmet, nothing.
Splattering against my teeth.
I can hear nothing but the suffocating noise of my helmet and the motorcycles revving up.
Mm,
Especially if it's a Harley, I can't hear anything, not even my own
dude, yeah.
thoughts.
That's the part that has always gotten me about like on a highway riding a motorcycle. It's like your ears are gonna be assaulted constantly. That
And
is
when I
so
see
rough.
people abiding by the law, by the traffic in their lanes, I say, fuck it. I'm small enough. I'm going to go right through this.
I can weasel myself through here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I got to
Well,
lose? I'm already on a motorcycle.
Only my whole life in a fiery crash.
What if the cop sees me? He's in traffic. Where's he gonna go? What's the
What's the
deal
deal
with
with that?
motors?
The voice was just going up steadily. I was like, it's coming. It's coming.
I've been watching a lot more stand-up recently, and I'm starting to get the cadence. I'm starting to get the cadence.
He's getting it down.
Cameron likes going up and down. Put him on a bunk bed. He'll love it every morning. Every morning is a challenge for him. Getting down out of bed, getting up out of bed.
Oh, wait till this guy hears about elevators.
Escalators, don't even show him. He'll just start climbing them up. He won't even use the momentum. He'll just use them as stairs.
What's the deal with that?
I fucking love escalators. It's a weird... Yeah. You know what? I've never taken any test, and I like to claim...
I've never been tested, but...
I've never taken any tests. I've never been tested, but I like to claim that I would not fall onto the autistic spectrum, but I have this weird love for escalators.
A special interest, if you will.
I have since I was a kid, that for some reason the mall wasn't exciting to me. The escalator at the mall was exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like, oh, we're going down on the escalator?
Can we take a couple round trips, Mom?
I don't know why it was so cool to me. And then when I went to Vegas for the first time, and by Julius Palace or something like that, they had a mall and they have an escalator that curves. And I was like, whoa! It turns! That's
I don't know if I've ever
awesome!
seen that. That's so cool. I should blow my mind.
I have no idea how they managed to do it, but it had to be the next step of escalating technology.
I haven't seen many updates in the years I've been exploring escalators.
It was so cool to go on it, and I recently found out that Japan has the world's smallest escalator, and it's 2 steps.
Why?
It's like 2 or 3 steps of an escalator. I want to go on it so bad. I want to go on it just to be like, whoa! All right, cool.
Why would they do? It's something you would just make a bigger step for.
I'll do a quick search on it, but I'm pretty sure they have the world's smallest escalator.
I mean, it's got to be somewhere. Yeah.
I would assume it's to accommodate somebody, because they also have, I think, ramps right next to it to accommodate handicap. I don't know.
No, the escalators are impressive. Modern marvels, I will agree. I had a teacher in high school who was like an elevator escalator technician, I think. Like he was just an engineer specifically on those two. Like just fascinating stuff.
Okay. Here we go.
We found it?
I found it. The world's shortest escalator in the world is in Kawasaki, Japan. And where the fuck? It had like the dimensions on it. But its purpose on this picture is there's stairs going to the escalator. So there's 4 flights of stairs. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps up to another 5 steps up. And there's one that goes 5 steps up to an escalator of 5 steps up. So
Jesus.
So maybe I don't understand the purpose of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
you're already walking the steps. It's already required.
Yeah, there's already steps to go to the escalator, so maybe there's no point for the escalator. Maybe they've made it upgrade since then to where there's 2 escalators. I know that Japan has like laws or something like that, or like a social law. It's not really a law, to where like the left go up, the right go down. So maybe they made a system here to where the left go up because escalator and the right go down because only stair. So maybe there's something related to that. but it's crazy to why they even thought it was necessary. Uh, the shortest escalator is a moving walk. Is the moving walkway in a mall? It's in a mall that has a vertical height of 2 feet 8 inches.
Jesus, bro.
You could you could just probably one leap
Yeah,
over the
you could
escalator,
just step that.
and it's in
You
a
got long
mall.
enough legs. That's easy.
And
God damn.
it right next to it is a full escalator that goes to another floor.
Maybe they just had some spare parts. They're like, this is about a 2 foot escalator left. Let's just pop that in there.
Probably like a couple thousand just to make that.
Yeah.
But
What
whatever.
dedication.
Blink 182 start playing.
All the small things.
Like this escalator.
2 feet 8 inches.
4 steps, one leap. Your left, more stairs. Your right, adult escalator.
Adult escalator. Oh, jeez.
Well, I don't know how hot you're feeling. I think we can already lock in a pod. That was pretty
That's
fast.
pretty sick. Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot to wrap up. Save our combo for the next time.
Yeah, I I always had a for the past two pods. I've had a safety net of something we could talk about that's not entirely too interesting, but it's a little interesting, and I guess I'll save it for the next one.
Ooh, got to break it out eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of the closet someday.
Got to be true to itself.
It'll be the Tom Cruise of podcast episodes, whatever that means.
What does that mean? Does all its own stunts?
Does all its own topics? Said his contract. Never ages. Never aging podcast.
Scientologist podcast.
What's with that? What's with that? Like comedian, the pacing. You know what I'm talking about? Where they'll just like, just being like, they talk about something and they're like, you know, that thing. You know,
I'm
having it. Still got that 10 out of 10.
adding that little last dig.
Yeah, it's like the one I think of is Brian Regan's for Pop Tarts, and
Yes, yeah.
he was saying like, you put a Pop Tart in there for a microwave for 3 seconds. Wait, yeah, that's what it says on the directions here. You put it in the microwave for 3 seconds. What?
It's fucking nothing.
What, you gonna put it in a minute? What do you want them in dark? You don't have that kind of time? Gotta get something.
3 seconds.
Put them in ding. But yeah, it's just you don't have that kind of time. A little throw in.
Are we serious?
God, I love him. I love Regan. He's so fucking funny.
Top 5 for me easily. Top 3 maybe.
It's just so stupid. It's
Yeah,
so,
dumb fun.
there's no like one of his jokes was just like, I've been starting to read food. I gotta do his voice. I've been starting to read food labels because the doctor says I need to eat more healthy. So I've been going to the store more, and I don't know what brings people to say this to me. They just feel obligated to say it. They're like, Brian, you can't go to the store when you're hungry, because if you go to the store when you're hungry, you'll buy the food that you'll eat when you're hungry. And he just stands there with a stupid face, and he's just like, I don't know how to function. I don't know what I should be thinking anymore.
Oh my god.
It's just so dumb. There's no God, and then sometimes the best part of like a comedian sometimes is when they make themselves laugh like from their own
Yeah.
joke and they just don't know how to carry it on. Like there was once where he was talking about how he was listening to not listening. He was watching a jockey race. And the point of the joke was in the beginning a horse tripped and the jockey fell off and the horse just decided to go anyway. And the horse won without the jockey. And he was just like, the point of the joke was for him to be like, see, you don't have to whip us. We can just go. We can just go.
Do we really need these guys just abusing animals all the time?
We can go just fine. I can win without. But
I just had to prove this, y'all.
but what happened was he was just like you have these horses all staying out together like, hey. Because that's what horses sound like. And then he just started laughing on that. And he's just like, because the horses, they just all standing around. Just he had to explain himself, and he was going off track. And then he had to bring it himself back in. He was just like, okay, we're coming back in. We're going to streamline this. Horses, jockeys, on the horses, about to go. They're there. They're going high. That's what they're doing. And then they start, and all the horses go. And then the jockey falls down. The horse trips on the start of go. And the jockey falls out, and the horse is like, hey. Does it again. Because that's what horses sound like, apparently.
That is so fucking good. When the comedian realizes, like, they just make a new joke for the first time accidentally
It's the best.
during the act.
Hey. Because he does that all the time, too. He does a hey. He's like, he's talked about, like, dogs, and he's just like, he's talking about dogs in the middle of the night, and he's just like, if I was a dog in the middle of the night, would I be like, hey, softly quiet? Why don't I bark it up for no reason whatsoever? And then he just starts barking, and he's just like, what the hell's the matter with you? I'm a dog. I'm barking.
What am I gonna do?
Just like him doing the hey voice is like, always for like somebody that's just like, I mean, something's going on. Like that's the something going on
around.
Like even when he was talking about himself, where he's just like, you ever go in a conversation and you heat in, and like you realize that you're way out of your league, and you just can't help. You should just be leaving. You can't be here.
Yeah.
But you can't. You just gotta throw something out there. So they're talking about art, and you just throw out, oh, I love art, and then just like, no, you shut up. And then they just ask you, oh, you love art, huh? Where have you been? And you're just like, well, I went to Paris. At the Louvre. Saw many art pieces over there. And then they're just like, oh, you like Monet? I love Monet. Matter of fact, I spent a lot of Monet when I was in Paris. Oh, then. If you don't mind, I'm gonna just start walking this way.
It's all about that delivery. What
Yeah.
a champ.
Okay, now it's a pod. Before I
All right.
fucking start getting numb all over my hands trying to be the comedian I never was.
I could see you. You could put together a good routine.
Yeah,
That's a
that
fun thing to do.
requires like typing,
Yeah,
thought
the amount of
process.
fucking English class I would have to draw upon to fucking bring that together.
Yeah. Like what? Just like I think what was it? It was fucking it's Seinfeld and the guy that did the British Office. I can't think of his name.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais. And they were Gervais was like I think Seinfeld was criticizing Gervais because he was like, when people come up to you and they give you a joke and you laugh at it, why? Why do you laugh at it? He's just like, because it's a joke that they were working on, and you could like inspire them to do better if you make them laugh. Like, why not make them laugh? Seinfeld was like, because we work harder than they do. Our
Mhm.
jokes they're not as funny as us. We work harder than that. That's you can't laugh at it. If it's not funny, it's not funny. You're lying. You're
Mhm.
lying. Like basically that's what you were saying. And then he's just like, we're comedians. How we're not the high horses of this. And he's like, yeah, we are. We're the highest of this field. Like basically being like, you have to be the gatekeeper. You got can't just say shit's funny. You can't just laugh. They earn that. That's what that's what they earn.
That reminds me of I think it was do you know who Tim Robinson is?
No.
He has like a show on Netflix called like I Think You Should Leave. And it's just like a series of skits. Like he's a very specific like style of comedy where he's just kind of like over the top, like people overreacting to situations where they just definitely shouldn't. Like that's kind of like his style. But he did like an appearance on like Late Night with Seth Meyers, I think,
Mhm.
where they were talking about a dinner they got, and he used to write for SNL, so he used to write a lot of jokes that would get like read at the table read, and
Oh, okay,
a
like a
lot
Bill
of the
Burr
times, exactly, like people would try really really hard to like
or Bill
get a
Hader.
good
But
joke. So, yeah, Bill Hader, right? Like they would write these jokes up so that they could make it on the show. Not everything makes it, and every now and then you'd write something you think was good, and it would just get iced. No laugh, no reaction in the writers' room. And you'd
mm-hmm.
be like, that one's not making it the show. And he goes on and talks about how he's like at dinner with Seth Meyers and a bunch of these other comedians who are on SNL. And the waitress comes to take their order, and he says, well, I'm a vegetarian. Is there anything you'd recommend? And she says, well, I wouldn't recommend the steak. And the whole table
Okay.
like starts laughing. And he's like, Seth is asking, he's like, but you didn't laugh. He's like, wasn't funny, not funny, not a good joke. He's like, in comparison to the shit I write and got like no laughs for all the
Oh,
time at SNL, he's like,
I see.
this was fucking like just fucking pennies. This
So
was
it's
just
like
like
it's a
a
courtesy
pitiful
joke,
attempt at a
being
joke.
like
Yeah,
acknowledge it as a joke.
this whole table of like actual professional comedians is like laughing at this joke, and he's just like, I'm not happy with this, especially because the joke was made like at his expense.
Uh
He's like, fuck. That's just what that reminds me of.
huh. Well, I'll tell you, not to get the steak. It's like the fucking dad version of just like, oh, it's we're split the bill, ha,
Yeah.
and I'll be taking that to go.
Oh yeah, when you have like a clear plate and you're like, I don't think I'll need a box, thank you.
Yeah.
Like shitty ass
Are we
joke.
doing any dessert today? I think I got some dessert at home. Thank you. Unless I'm taking you home.
Yeah, but then imagine a table of professional comedians laughing at a shitty joke like that.
Yeah.
Real defeating.
Yeah. My joke didn't make it. Put her on the team.
Yeah, this waitress is gonna write for SNL now.
Wow.
Well, I think that's enough dragging things out, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a really good pod. I'm really positive on this one.
I had a good time. I actually I kind of wrote our little final haiku ahead of time. I think I'm ready.
Oh, cool. Adam, cut the music that is currently playing in the game. Thank you. You
got
go
it.
ahead whenever you want.
I hope this one is motivational to you all. I had you all in mind when I thought of this. Reach a brand new height. Try a new experience. Your dreams await you. I love you, fellas. I hope you all have your dreams come true.
As you are making our dreams come true, we're at 230 today, 230
Yeah,
subs. That's
the amount of new folks.
awesome.
So happy to see you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying some new fun verses and different ideas we get thrown out there. And as always, we love to hear comments. We love to read you guys. Let us know what you're thinking. If you have fun ideas, if you liked it, let us know.
Yeah, of course. Any series is always on the table. Any topic on the pod is always on the table. Any verse is always on the table. What ideas you have to spice things up, maybe a side thing, who knows, whatever. We're all together on this. We do the work, but we're all together on this.
Fellas, we're all fellas.
Mm-hmm. Even even if you had like here's a speed run I did and I can post it to you, see if you can do a better speed run, and maybe we can like not like a speed run game, but like a segment, and maybe we can make it a challenge to be like, let's see who can beat the segment first with that would be cool.
That would be so cool. Yeah. Like racing a viewer, maybe like we could do the dual footage even.
Yeah.
Like a normal versus. That would be super fucking fun.
Yeah, that would be mega, mega, mega cool.
Let us know. Join the Discord while you're at it. And then that way you can send us clips.
Discord still freshly made. Not much activity going there or people. I understand everything starts somewhere. So if you want to contribute to the start, always welcome to. I also I don't think I have my Discord in the description. I might. That's also a place if we're streaming, it usually gets posted there. We stream every time we record. Well, not every time. I shouldn't say every time. Most of the time, when we record, we stream, so you can watch it live or earlier. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, and if it seems like, why do they care about 230? They're only getting like 5 watches on viewers. It's 230 is a lot of people. It is really a lot of people.
It is.
And
it's probably more people than I've met.
It's also, I got humbled today. There was a YouTuber, a very old YouTuber by the name of Slim Kirby that started YouTube 18 years ago, and he has like 11.7k, something like that, and he's just been doing let's plays from like the beginning, and he still uploads very consistently, and he only gets like not even 100 views. But he still does it, and he's still the same guy, and he's doing the same shit. So it's like, and his thumbnails aren't fantastic, his editing's probably more raw, but that's what he was doing before. So if it makes him happy, it makes him happy, and it makes us happy, and we're doing great.
Yeah, so it really does make me happy. I fucking love making videos with you, my friend, and I hope there shall be many more.
Many more. We've done almost a year, so
yeah,
that's pretty good on us. And we're about to hit a quarter of pods next time.
We're also about to hit a quarter of 1,000 subs.
Oh my god, I never even considered it like that. That's fucking stupid insane.
That is super fun. We're happy to be here.
Do you get something for 1,000 subs, or is that 100,000?
I think 100,000 for the silver play button.
I'll make my
gold is $1 million. Yeah, we deserve a bronze.
You all take care though.
Love y'all.